Hey there, Everlong Mystic here. Today I thought I would do all signs live. I wanted to do a tree type reading. So I'm gonna do a little spread here that shows the kind of like the roots of the tree and where you're at, and then where you're gonna branch out to, and then we'll get an oracle card from the what is it? The Spirit of Nature Oracle, the Green Man Wisdom. Hey Todd, how are you? You're in luck, Todd. Aries is first. So we're gonna do Aries first. I decided I have all my zodiac cards here, and I just decided to arrange them in the color of the Roy G. Biv. So Aries is first. Hey Jess. So I don't have my microphone directly in front of me. Can you hear me okay? I can move it closer if I need to. Okay, awesome. All right, so we're gonna start with Aries. Let me stamp. We'll do 132. Happy Sunday, Joe. All right. Okay, started for Aries. So we're doing tree reading for Aries. No, we're not taking pop outs. Not today. All right. So we have the roots, where you're at, and where you're branching out to. All right, Aries. So on the roots here, we have Artemis, which is the mistress of trees. I like this deck because I think the wands are trees, so we're going to get a lot of tree. I'm going to say tree a bunch of times during this live stream. So we have Artemis here, and this is a pretty cool energy. I just want to read, I'm going to read a little bit in the book about what it says about Artemis here. Where's the court cards? Okay, the Artemis is the huntress. She is the wild woman that runs naked with animals, unfettered by the confines of society. She is safe in the dark and fears no creature. Oh my gosh, that's so good for Aries. Not even men. She is not a mother or a wife. She has more important things to do. So this is about strength, skill, sportsmanship, humor, laughter, focusing on personal goals. Wow. So there is some kind of knowledge also here of the natural world, and this is a very good energy to be feeding. Like to be the nutrients for your tree. And then we have, what else here? We have, oh my gosh, not only do you have Aries, not only do you have Mistress of Trees, but you have Master of Trees. Wow. It's almost like because you are using this Mistress of Trees energy as kind of like fuel for your personal tree. It's like you get to experience the harvest of it as well. But it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like you're ahead of the game, where you're drawing the energy of harvest before you even branch out, which is really cool. And then what do we have here? Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this one. I got this one when I did my personal one. So this is Mott, and this is judgment. This is the energy of like making sure that your heart is light. It Because Mot, that's like the Egyptian zodiac sign of Mut. Mut is like the one that weighs, I believe it's the one that weighs your heart against the weight of a feather. So there, and it's kind of like is it like the karma collector as well? This is some serious energy you got going on, like fueling your tree. I really like it. All right. Wow. Okay. So where you're at right now is this is like the trunk of your tree, like where you're at now, and it's the 10 of trees. So this is this is really heavy, and it kind of makes sense because this is really heavy energy that you're drawing in, and to be at a point where it's like the 10 of wands, it can feel like a burden, but it's totally worth it, and you're almost there. So let's see where you're going to branch out to. All right, the branches for Aries. So we have, oh wow, we have ladies of metals, and that's Hugin and Munnin, and those are Odin's two crows. That is so cool. The favorite daughters. That's so cool. What is it like? It's like thought and memory. And then we have the three of crystals. And see, this three of crystals, it's kind of like an energy of perfect alignment here. It would be like what, the three of pentacles? It's perfect alignment. I'm not seeing this as like other people. I'm seeing this as you, like an area that you're going to branch out into is an area of even more alignment. And it's very successful. It's like pointing up, like you're going, you know? And then we have Lady of Trees. It seems kind of gentle. It says here, Maenad. I don't know who that is, so I'm gonna read about it. What is this branch for Aries? Lady of Trees. Wow. Okay, so they're the handmaidens of Dionysus, and you have Dionysus right here in these nutrients that are fueling your tree. So they are the priestesses of the wild, the woman in the woods. Oh, and that's so similar to the mistress of trees. I'm just getting this major nature focus and being super in tune with natural energies, and that's a really cool way to branch out. All right, Aries. So let's get you a Green Man card. All right, Aries. Ancient wisdom from the Green Man. Oh my gosh, what the fuck was that? Jesus Christ. I am so sorry if you're hearing that. My son is being a jackass. Sorry if that scared anybody. Did you hear that? I am so sorry. And it's a live stream, so I can't even edit that out. Eek. All right. Oh, so cool. Aries, you're the first sign in the zodiac, and you have the beech tree, which is the first. It's kind of like if you think about like the Celtic alphabet, the first letter. Was it beech? Oh no, I'm thinking of birch. Never mind. So beech. I'm going to read about beech. All right, what does Aries need to know about the beech tree? Beech, beech, beech. Oh, and these are not in alphabetical order, so I have to hunt for it. That's sweet. Probably should have planned this out better. Oh wait, there's beech. Okay. All right, so the Green Man wisdom for the beech tree is what lies beyond the threshold. I feel like that's directly referring to where you're branching out to, Aries. It says what is on the other side of the threshold may be actively enticing you into a new experience or a lesson that will develop your skills. Beach can signify the death or end of something, but also stands for the changes that arise through realization. And see, that's this alignment here. Beach in a reading suggests you should cross the threshold that is challenging you, gain experience from the unknown, and seek revelation and increase your knowledge. That's really awesome. All right, Aries, that is your tree reading. All right. So what does Todd say? Refining the alignment. Mom Earth is taking us into the secrets that she has kept hidden. Looks like your son is in touch. I don't know. My son gets excited with his toys. All right. All right, so that's Aries. Just mix these up a little bit. Who's next? All right, next we have Scorpio. And Scorpio, you'll be 1135. You are so welcome, Todd. All right, Scorpio, you're next. Scorpio, what energy is fueling your tree, where you're at, and where you're going to branch out to. For Scorpio, this is for Scorpio. All right. Hey, Laura. All right. Scorpio time. All right. So we have energy fueling the nutrients, fueling that going through the roots here. We've got where we are. We've got where we're branching out. All right. So the energy fueling the roots, nutrients through the roots. We have 4 of crystals here, and 4 of crystals. I'm not really getting, like, it's supposed to be like the 4 of Pentacles, but I'm not really getting a 4 of Pentacles kind of vibe from this card. It seems more structured than that. It's almost like it's kind of like the energy of really like putting things in their place, because it's like you see this box and it's like X marks the spot. It's like finding the right spot for something. Oh, and we have the Master of Trees. We have Dionysus again. I'm gonna read that for Scorpio. I'm gonna read the Master of Trees for Scorpio. Okay, so the Dionysus, chaos and madness are anything but, and there are moments when the madman is sane. This does look like a Scorpio card. The Dionysus unravels the ties that bind us to society, to our rules, to our minds, and ultimately our limitations. From oblivion comes divine revelation. And this is about wanton abandon, art, music, poetry, wine, essential truths, and it's almost like it would seem like it's an elevation of some things that are vulgar, and but to me it really is this elevation, and that is kind of like the sweet spot that you're trying to get like to, I don't want to say put in a box, because that's not the feeling of this. It's just this X marks the spot, like where the sweet spot is for you. Danielle, what is up? How are you, girl? All right, so we have three of trees here, and this three of trees. This is like the three of wands, and taking this is like taking everything, like all of these experiences here with society and like the things that you don't like, the boxes that you don't want to fit into, the boxes that are not for you. It's like taking all of that knowledge and kind of like channeling it into like how you see the future for yourself. You know what I mean? Because the three of wands, it's like the typical tarot is like the guy standing looking out into the future. So I feel like there's kind of like this energy of future, like what's the future going to be? How am I going to harness my future? Like, and that's kind of like what's fueling the roots of your tree right now. Hey, say you say me. How you doing, darling? All right. So, Scorpio, where are you right now? You have the Nine of Crystals. So this is something that you've been working very hard. You've been very diligent, and it's like, gosh, it's like the magic is like, you see all of this energy in these crystals here. It's like it's charged. Like you are like Scorpio, you're in a charged state right now, and it's like, God, look, it's like you're dying to branch out. You're just waiting. I don't know what you're waiting for, but you're waiting to branch out. So let's look at Kathy. Hey, how are you? All right, Scorpio. Oh my gosh, you have Fawn. Wow, I haven't seen this card before yet. It's the Knight of Trees. Wow, so one of the areas that you are branching out into, Scorpio, is a. Hold on. I'm just getting something right quick. One of the areas that you're branching out to, Scorpio. God, it just feels really important. I don't even have a word for it. Hold on. Well, let's just read the book. Fawn. Knight of Trees. What is this fawn? It feels kind of like Alvin. Is it Knight of Trees? Ooh, okay. So Scorpio, the Knight of Trees here, it says the fawn, ribald, sexy stranger, wanderer, foreigner, a trip is on the horizon, Plato's dark horse, enjoy sensual pleasures, food, drink, innocent mischief, pleasures of the flesh, expansive consciousness through material experiences, ignition, inspiration from other cultures. Wow. I almost wonder if, Scorpio, that you might be exploring an area that is some kind of like natural element, because I am getting like some kind of elven energy here, but like maybe, exploring more like, Celtic mythology, or studying, like Nordic stuff, or I don't know, there's some kind of, or getting into like, studying more about Buddhism, like, or like, I don't know, it just feels like there's some kind of like spiritual avenue that you will be exploring. And then we have Five of Moons. And see, I'm getting mystery with this. It's like you're getting into some mysterious things here. And that is kind of Scorpio, just kind of exploring the unknown, whether it's light or dark. Oh, and we have Master of Moons, the Poseidon. Now, this is an adventure. This is going to be an adventure for you, Scorpio. The Master of Moons. There's Neptune energy here, and it's kind of like, I mean, and you're going to be right at home in it, because it is watery. Let's just read about the Master of Moons. Kizzy Cat, it's Kirsty. Hey, how are you? All right, Master of Moons. Where are you, Master of Moons? All right, it says here, Scorpio, that the Poseidon is the ocean, with still waters running deep and the imminent menace of a storm. He overtakes the object of his affection, overwhelming desire, intense sexual attraction, possessive affection, ownership, mood, a colossus, an unstoppable force of feeling and need, very masculine energy. Wow. So, Scorpio, you're going to be taking charge of something. There's been a lot of talk with this card, and this card here about pleasures. So, that might be one area in your life that you're branching out into is just what pleases you, what feels good. You know what I mean? Like maybe you've been denying yourself. I don't know. Very interesting. What you saying, Twitty? My 3 pugs are draped over me like blankets. All right. Green Man Wisdom for Scorpio. What is the Green Man Wisdom for Scorpio? Gooseberry. All right, Scorpio, you have the gooseberry tree. All right, so what is gooseberry? No, that's gorse. Oh my gosh. These are like not in alphabetical or numerical order. Obviously, a Virgo did not make this book. Hee hee. There we go, gooseberry. All right, Scorpio, your Green Man wisdom is the ancestors walked the way before you. Oh, wow. Ancestral wisdom, that is super cool. So, Scorpio, ancestral wisdom embraces the most profound levels of knowledge and lore available to us. And see, that's kind of what I was feeling with this fawn card. Ancestors are not only the people from whom we are descended, but also the primal parents from whom all humanity derives. In nearly all cultures around the world, they are seen as dwelling in the underworld, guarding the knowledge and wisdom of those who have gone before. Every thought, word, dream, and idea is held for us in the realm of the ancestors. Oh my gosh. Traditional shamans say that to go there is to enter a state of being in which they can access this stored information. When they need to find the answer to a profound question or need, it is to this realm they resort. And see, those are those dark waters. Those are the dark waters of the Poseidon. This card indicates that you have the right to draw on the collective wisdom of those who have walked the path before you. That is so cool, Scorpio. I love that for you. All right, Scorpio. That was your reading. All right. Let me just check the chat real quick. Check the chat real quick. Griffin. So we have Donna Joe. Hey, Donna Joe. We have Griffin, Kathy, Kirsty, Kelly. Hey, Kelly. All right. I'm just checking the chat real quick, and I'm going to just do a couple things here. All right. There we go. Okay, so who's next? Libra. All right, we got Libra in the house. Libra timestamp is 2509. All right, Libra. All right, Libra, what energy is giving nutrients to your roots? Where are you, and where are you going to branch out? For Libra. All right. Nutrients. Where are you, and branching out? All right, so for the nutrients here, we have the 8 of moons, and it's very balanced. It reminds me of a domino, but it is kind of like this take it or leave it energy. There might be like an energy of discernment that you are kind of pulling in here. And then we have the 5 of moons, and with this 5 of moons right here, I'm feeling like this is some way that like it's like an energy of elevation. I feel like there's like this fogginess underneath these 3 moons here, but the shape of the fog, it's like a very faint fog, but it almost reminds me of the earth. And like trying, like these moons here are like a little bit denser, like trying to leave these like this denser energy behind and trying to elevate, like getting higher in the atmosphere. And then we have the Knight of Moons. Wow, this is a lot of water, Libra. You are soaking up a lot of water here. All right, so Knight of Moons, and this is this swan mane. I don't even know what a swan mane is, but it seems that, I don't know, it feels pretty sacred. Here's the image. Oh, Kelly, you're gonna go to the park? Awesome. Go hug a tree while you're there. Get some tree energy. All right, Knight of Moons. Let's just read about this Knight of Moons for Libra. All right, Libra. The swan mane is air and water. Oh my gosh, air and water. What? So the swan mane is air and water, grace and strength, with nothing to tie him to the earth. Oh my gosh, just like these moons floating above the earth. He is pure romance, spontaneous appearance of infatuation, sweet, tender. He brings romantic pursuit, marriage proposals, sensual interludes, holding hands. It's very sweet. It's such a sweet energy. Wow, it's kind of like, Libra, that you're harnessing this super sweet energy here to to kind of elevate yourself. I like those nutrients. All right. Oh dear. Libra, you're harnessing all this energy and then you get the berserker for where you're at. Say what? Say what, Libra? Okay, so it's okay, well, it's not bad because it is the 7 here of the major arcana, so that's a chariot. So you're going forward with you're in a very active state right now, but I just want to read about the berserker because the name kind of threw me off. But I have not like totally done research on berserkers. I know it's a name used for like some Nordic Warrior or something. Berserker. Oh, we're looking in the majors. Let's find the major. Berserker. Okay. Berserker is force. Berserkers are warriors that have a unique gift. They channel a primordial totemic energy when they head into battle. In this trance-like fury, they are permeated with the energy of the bear. Wow. Shape-shifting and becoming impervious to pain or injury. The key to harnessing and maintaining this energy, momentum. Wow. You are like, I'm just getting this like not just a self-preservation, but you're taking it and you're running with it. This is a really cool place to be in. And it's so interesting the energy that you're using to kind of propel you through this. All right. It says when Berserker appears in a reading, it's time to move without hesitation. Expect victory and continue forward as though success is guaranteed, because it is. You're surrounded by a force field of protected energy. Perfect. No one can hurt you or slow you down at this time. Ignore the naysayers, haters, and competitors. They cannot catch you at this speed. That is so cool, Libra. Right, Danielle? Hell yeah. All right, so where you're branching out to. So we have the Seven of Trees, and this is one of my favorite cards in this deck. It comes out in a lot of readings, and to me, this is about like choice points. It's the Seven of Trees. It's like the what is it? Wands. And but what I get here is like your inspiration, it doesn't always lead you in this linear fashion, right? There's different branches. And these little X's right here I just see as like choice points, or um obstacles. Like when you face an obstacle, it's like you have to make a choice. And what's really cool is that with this Berserker Chariot energy, saying like with you already being in a space of like going forward and not hesitating, this is it's just a perfect way to branch out. I really like that. And then we have Three of Moons. Three of Moons. So these are cups. I'm just getting rolling with it. This is you rolling with it. I'm literally seeing this like a bowling ball, like where you stick your fingers in the bowling ball and you're just rolling with it. You go in places, Libra. All right, and then we have the Nine of Moons. Check this out. What is that symbol of? Is that like is that the Tree of Life? This is like total success here. Libra, whatever you're doing, keep it up, because this watery energy that you are using as nutrients right now you're gonna branch out and be very successful here. I really like that for you. I love that too, Kathy. Oh, I'll just shuffle like this. These cards are too there's not enough of them to rifle shuffle, so. All right, Libra, you have gorse. I don't even know what that tree is, so we're gonna read about it. All right, what is gorse? Here we go. All right, the Green Man wisdom is fertility wakes a fire in the mind. Ooh. This refers not only to the earth's fertility or that of humans and animals, but also to the mind's productiveness. For the Green Man suggests that the richness of human imagination awakens a fire in the mind. Where was I? The fertility of the earth and human inspiration are linked in other ways. Many of our most inspired moments take place in landscapes dear to us. Gorse's vitality and energy link it with the strength of life itself in all aspects. Wherever it grows, it encourages us to listen to our creative instincts and to tend the fertile garden of our imagination. In doing this, we can find happiness and the answer to all kinds of problems. Yeah, that's the 9 of moons. That's the happiness. Let's see. Oh, okay. So there's like a little section here. There's like 2 pages of stuff on each of these cards, but this kind of stood out to me here, the fairy tree. It says Gorse was strongly associated with fairy people who were said to hide within the shrub on the magical May Eve and is known as a fairy tree in some parts of Europe for this reason. Yeah, that's all I'm going to read. All right, that's very cool. Libra, this is a badass reading, badass message. I love this for you. So cool. So cool. I love that too, Kirsty. I love like all the little, it's so pretty. And look, you see how the artist did like a little face in it? You see the face? Oh, you have a Green Man mask on it, Joe? All right, who is next? Leo. All right, we have Leo next. Timestamp for Leo 3737. What? Leo, you know what 3737 is, right? It's a 1010. Hey T, how are you? Does T stand for Tony? All right, Leo. All right, Leo. Let's see, what nutrients are going into your roots? Where are you? And where are you branching out? Okay, Leo nutrients. Ooh, we have Mistress of Metals, Nemesis. We have, the Ace of Moons. This is like the Ace of Cups. And then we have, the Six of Crystals. I love this one. This is like, Leo, this card right here, this is like perfect. Like when things go perfectly, everything just goes right. It's like if you are talking, like when you spend hours making your dominoes and you press the domino over, it's just like perfect alignment. This is really cool. There is something here with this Ace of Moons. There is something because this is like a new moon. There is something unknown right now. Well, why would you be using the unknown as a nutrient? So let's read about the Mistress of Metals, Nemesis. Because like when you think of the word nemesis, you think of an enemy, but I don't think that's what this is really about. Mistress of Metals. Oh, this is pretty heavy, Leo. All right, Leo. The nemesis is the karmic debt collector. She flies on black wings to repossess that which has been taken. The bill always comes due. X-ray vision. Her powers of judgment are objectively perfect. She is the expert assassin that brings poetic justice. She rights wrongs, and it's about getting justice for those that can't get it themselves. Okay. All right. So, Leo, you little do-gooder. I feel like that's what this is about. It's kind of like, and not do-gooder in an insulting way. This really is like you sticking up. Like this right here, this kind of like represents the hole that people get stuck in, this unknown. It's like you're kind of like channeling this unknown energy so that you can really get a good feel of how to help them get out of the hole. That is so cool. It's like you're a superhero, Leo. I like that. All right, and where you're at, 2 of metals. Okay, this is discernment, Leo. This is discernment. 2 of metals, that's like 2 of swords. Yeah, it could be a choice, indecision. I'm not seeing that for you, Leo. I'm seeing this as discernment. It's like you're paying very close attention to, and it's interesting that the 2 of swords has a blindfold, and this is kind of like a blinded type energy here. It's like, gosh, it's like really using your feelers to figure out how best to help others get through this. All right. So from here, where are you going to branch out to, Leo? So we have 7 of metals. 4 of crystals. And 2 of crystals. I'm just going to look at this for just a second here. Leo. 7 of metals. I mean, I'm getting this energy like pulling things apart. This is kind of like I don't know, not dissection, but more of like an exploration, but a mental exploration. And who had this? Was it Aries? No, it was the one after Aries. This 4 of crystals. This is this box. This box that people are put in, and there's some kind of significance to what's in the box here, and I feel like you are using this discernment, this power of discernment, Leo, to really pick apart all the labels that you've been exposed to, whether you've been labeled it or you've used that label. It's like you're using this discernment to kind of pick it all apart and to see what the boxes are really about, you know. And then here we have the 2 of crystals, and this is like synastry. You know what I mean? It's synastry. It's like this and that are true. You know what I mean? It's like seeing the label for what it is, but also seeing things without the label, kind of thing. This is very like headspacey, Leo, but there's a lot of good work being done here, and I really like this. This is very, very interesting. All right, now we're going to get some green man wisdom for Leo. All right, green man wisdom for Leo. Wow, we have elder. Oh, Leo. Check this out. It's the elder tree. This makes me feel like maybe, Leo, that you are leaps and bounds ahead of us, but you're super humble about it. I don't know. Let's see. All right, elder. Elder for Leo. What is the green man wisdom? cool. Green Man wisdom. From sacrifice comes restoration. I love that. Sacrifice requires us to set aside something we value in a specifically sacred way. We give what is worthy, honoring our most holy ones and acknowledging the reality of the unseen side of life, which is too often ignored or neglected. That's this discernment here, Leo. We do not give out of fear or in appeasement, but to make space in our daily lives for the divine. For we believe that if we do so, the divine will make way for us. The Green Man wisdom points out that if we sacrifice something, the universe gives it back in greater measure, that what we give up is restored in many ways. When considering a change in direction, remember that if we make a sacrifice, it might as well mean that we will be blessed many times over. Very cool. All right, Leo. There is your tree reading and your Green Man wisdom. All right, I'm going to take a look at the chat real quick. Oh, yeah, the Lion in Oz. You have 4 Leo placements in your chart, Todd? All right, who is next? Taurus. All right, Taurus, you're up. Taurus is up. Timestamp for Taurus is 4722. You're hungry. I'm sure I'll be hungry before these readings are done. All right. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What energy is feeding your roots? Where are you and where are you branching out to? Oh, look at you. Okay, so we also have the Poseidon again for Taurus, the master of moons. This is that adventure. This is that kind of being okay in the water, whether a storm is coming or not. There's like, it's kind of like it reminds me of the King of Cups here. And then we have the Mistress of Metals, the Nemesis card. And this is that Judgment. And the One of Trees. This is like the Ace of Wands. This is all, oh my gosh, look at this, Taurus. Look at all of this energy coming in to your tree. And oh my gosh, this is the coolest card. I should have used this as a thumbnail. So, okay, you're working really hard at Taurus here, like sucking all of this energy up, like being calm in the face of potential alarm. And I say potential because it may not be cause for alarm, but like you're working on, being calm in the storm here. And then we do have this Nemesis card. I just want to look at it again. The Mistress of Metals. Yeah, it's the karmic debt collector. She's the bill collector. The bill always comes due. X-ray vision. And she's very objective. So it's this X-ray vision that's really sticking out to me. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. That's just like Leo. So Taurus, you have the one of moons as well, and that's this kind of like unknown. It's kind of like an unknown space, but it's not a scary unknown. It's a very like it's something you're very curious about. It's something that you're you're not afraid to go into. Again, you've got like like the dark waters. It's like you're harnessing like this. I want to say like kind of like a water bravery, so that you can go into places that you've not discovered before. It's like this feels very exploratory. All right, where are you bringing out? Oh, so you have the swan mane. That's so sweet, Taurus. So you have the swan mane, and that's that really sweet energy. It's the Knight of Moons, like the Knight of Cups. It's very, it's like sweet, like holding hands. You know what I mean? And then we have here. Ooh, what is this? Titania. Check this out. Check that out, Taurus. That's some magic right there. All right, I'm gonna read about Titania. I think that's what is that? The star card? It's supposed to be like the star card. What or who is Titania? We need to know because that's where Taurus is branching out to. All right, Titania is hope. She emerges from the bleak, cold, indifferent darkness as a literal light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, that's such good news. She is the sparkling celestial being that resurrects and reanimates creation. We are all made of stardust. Bodies are made of this primal interstellar element, the building block of moons and stars and planets. We are all connected to each other, to our planet, to our moon, to our stars. And when we look up at the night sky, we can feel this connection. We're uplifted by it. We return to the state of mind of a young child filled with the possibility of hope and optimism. When Titania appears in a reading, your struggle has come to an end. Your suffering ends if you've been sick or feeling bad. And there's a bunch of blah 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 stuff. Okay. So we get the gist. We get the gist here. This is excellent news, Taurus. I'm loving this for you. Please branch out. Oh wow. And this is a totally different kind of branch. So we have like this sweet hopefulness, right? This sweet hopeful healing type branch, but you've got a side branch here, and this is Anubis. Taurus. I mean, it's Anubis. It's like, isn't Anubis like the god of the underworld, the Egyptian god of the underworld, or something like that? So there's some kind of like you're going to be exploring some kind of ending of something, and it's very significant here that you have this spinal column. It's like there's like this spinal column here, and there's a certain focus on one aspect. So it's like there's one major aspect in your life that you plan on changing, and you will have a certain focus on it. But I do want to read about Anubis. We haven't done Virgo yet. I think Virgo is last. I arranged the cards by Roy G. Biv colors. What number are you? 10, 17, 18, 13. I don't even know my numbers. All right, Anubis. So Anubis is peace. The ancient Egyptians, much like many other ancient cultures, understood that death was not an end. It was not a trauma to be avoided or a disease to be cured. Death did not bring darkness or ignorance or loss or separation. Rather, death was seen as a peaceful transition from one state of being into another. That's what you're doing. That's the branch for you, Taurus. You are, and it's peaceful because of these two other branches here. It's like this peaceful transition, like you're making a change, but it's not like it's not gonna feel like a tower. You know what I mean? It's going to be a peaceful transition to, some part in your life, of some part of your life. That is really cool. Ariel, hey girl. It's Mama Ariel. All right, Green Man Wisdom for Taurus. And Taurus, you have Gooseberry as well. Let's see, Gooseberry. Taurus Gooseberry. And here's the card. Okay, so this is about ancestral wisdom. The Green Man wisdom is the ancestors walked the way before you. Ancestral wisdom embraces the most profound levels of knowledge and lore available to us. Ancestors are not only the people from whom we are descended, but also the primal parents from whom all humanity derives. This card indicates that you have the right to draw on the collective wisdom of those who have walked the path before you. Oh, wow. I'm going to read this just for Ariel. The gooseberry bush. The fruit of the gooseberry was once used to ease women in labor, so helping to form its traditional association with childbirth. The gooseberry bush is thus sacred to various goddesses of childbirth, particularly the Celtic Bridget, who, according to a later tradition, became the midwife of Jesus. Wow. Very cool, Taurus. I love this. All right. All right, who's next? Cancer. All right, Cancer. Cancer timestamp 5832. You did come in at the right time, Ariel. Hey, sis. The green man is your dude. Awesome. All right, Cancer. All right, what energy is feeding your roots? Where are you and where are you branching out? All right. Wow, we have this again. It's the Dionysus card. It's the Master of Trees. And then we have, wow, this is the Seven of Crystals. I think this literally just came out in the Cancer reading that I did about the midway point. Wow. So that midway point is part of something that you are kind of like channeling as nutrients. Wow. Cool. And then we have the Inari Okami card. Now this is a very This is a very tricky card because in Ariokami, that's like there is trickster energy. It is not, it's not benevolent, but it's not evil. It's just what it is. But it talks about things that you're not really, it's like you're not really aware of, or you're trying to figure out. But there's this whole night and day thing where you might see something at night, and this can be metaphorical, not literal, but like you see something at night or in darkness, and it looks completely different during the day when there's light. So there's some kind of, gosh, I'm not getting why you're channeling this information, why these are your nutrients. I'm really curious. So I'm just going to read the Dionysus bit here for Cancer. Master of Trees. Okay, so Cancer, the Master of Trees, the Dionysus, chaos and madness are anything but, and there are moments when the madman is sane. The Dionysus unravels the ties that bind us to society, our rules, to our minds, and ultimately our limitations. That's what it is. From oblivion comes divine revelation. Wow. Okay. So, Cancer, you are deliberately, you've been working on this a while. You are deliberately focusing on the things that you either can't come to terms with, things that seem as if they are chaos, so that you can get a better picture. It's like, I don't know, it's, to me it's like kind of like sealing something in for yourself. All right, so where are you? This is, to me, this is good news. This is the nine of trees. You're almost there. I'm just getting this as almost there. I'm actually reading this as the 10 of trees because that's how it feels to me right now. Like, this has been a big, huge, heavy load, but you're using these nutrients to like kind of to get you there, to seal whatever this is in that you're trying to do, trying to not collect. Like, it's kind of like this, like a realization or a knowing, like, like really just connecting everything together. That's what I'm seeing for you, Cancer. But it's been rough. All right, so where are you branching out to? Oh, sweet. Very good. You have the Swan Mane, which is that sweet hand-holding card. Nice, gentle, sweet energy. And we have, oh my gosh, just like Taurus, we have the Titania card. This is the star. This is the healing. This is that like that beautiful celestial energy. Oh my gosh. And you have the shadow card. Check it out. All you see are my fingerprints. Wow. So, okay, we're going to read the Titania card for you, Cancer. That's really cool. All right, Cancer. Titania is hope. She emerges from the bleak, cold, indifferent darkness as a literal light at the end of the tunnel. She is the sparkling celestial being that resurrects and reanimates creation. We are all made of stardust. Our bodies are made of this primal interstellar element, the building block of moons and stars and planets. We are all connected to each other, to our planet, to our moon, to our stars. And when we look up at the night sky, we can feel this connection and are uplifted by it. This is so cool. So much like hope and optimism in that message here. And then it's like perfect. It's almost like It's almost like it's going to, with this energy here, like with these branches here, it's going, you're going to be able to get a way better integration of your shadow. And I feel like this Dionysus, this master of trees energy, is directly feeding the branch that's like growing this branch of the shadow integration. All right, Cancer, that is so cool. My voice is not sexy. All right. For Cancer. Green Man Wisdom for Cancer. Well, how sweet is that? We have honeysuckle. You go, Cancer. Sweet honeysuckle. Check that out. All right. Honeysuckle for Cancer. All right, the Green Man Wisdom here is wisdom hides in secret places. Yeah, no shit. All right. So the ancients often saw wisdom as hidden or secret, accessible only by the initiate rather than the ordinary man or woman. This notion came from a desire to preserve the powers of the mysteries, the point of divine interaction with the everyday world. Their true nature was known to all, but the practices and rituals flowing out of the teachings of the gods were kept hidden, for to make them available to all would have diluted their powers. Let's see. Honeysuckle in a reading suggests that a wealth of meaning lies hidden, ready to be uncovered and explored. That's what you're doing. That is so cool. That is so cool. All right, Cancer, this is your reading. It was sweet, Kathy. It's so sweet. I love this for Cancer. All right, who's next? Gemini. All right, Gemini. It's Holly. Hey, how are you? Hope y'all don't mind. I made some of you blue. All right, Gemini timestamp 10818. Okay, Gemini. What energy is feeding your roots? Where are you and where are you branching out to? All right, roots, you, and branches. Whoa, okay, Gemini, you have Odin. Check this out. You have Odin. And of course, this is like the Hangman card here, so we're definitely going to read this. So you are using the nutrients of Odin to feed the roots of your tree. That is awesome. And then we have you too on this kind of like this Poseidon adventure where you're in the waters, you're doing it. You're in the waters whether a storm is coming or not. Whoa, what is this? I've never seen this one. Check this out. It says Oracle. Gemini, what are you up to? Because this is like the Hierophant card, but it's way cooler. This is not old school Hierophant. This is new. This is, wow. What are you doing, Gemini? This is so cool. I'm like totally mystified right now. All right, let's read about, what am I doing? Let's read about the Odin card because I haven't read the Odin card yet. All right. So Odin is a sacrifice. More than 2,000 years before Jesus, Odin sacrificed himself hanging from the world tree, re-emerging from this experience as a living god. Odin was the first deity to sacrifice himself for the betterment of humankind, obtaining and sharing the knowledge of poetry, divination, arcane wisdom through various offerings, his eyes, his body, his life. But Odin teaches us that sacrifice isn't about suffering for its own sake. Rather, sacrifice is a means to an end. It's a move on a chessboard, a strategic decision, and one that requires tremendous discipline and focus and strength of will. Sacrifice isn't for sissies. When Odin appears in a reading, the message is twofold. First, the journey will be long and you will be uncomfortable at a minimum. Odin will demand sacrifices. He will test your will. This journey will go on longer than you think you can tolerate. It will require more of you than you think you can give. Wow, you're biting off a huge chunk here, Gemini. This is massive. I am so blown away by this, Gemini. Okay, let's see. What else does it say? Oh, okay. But when you emerge on the other side of this shamanic path, it will all have been worth it. That's the oracle. Whatever it was you have been seeking, you will obtain it. And when you look back on the arduous process, you'll understand how all of the puzzle pieces fit together, how you grew through your extraordinary effort and ascended to a new, more divine form of yourself. This is the beauty of shamanism, and this is the gift of Odin. When Odin shows up in a reading, get ready for strange, otherworldly interactions with strangers. Arcane wisdom will emerge from seemingly banal sources and at very interesting times. Nothing is coincidence with Odin. Wow, this is super magical right here. I almost don't even want to pull any more cards. I cannot believe it. All right. So where are you? Where are you right? What are you doing right now? Oh, you're ready. You're ready to branch out, Gemini. You have the 9 of crystals. These crystals are jam-packed, full of all of this magical energy here. You're just waiting to branch out. So what are you going to do with all of this? What are you going to do with all of these nutrients that you've been gathering? What is this? It's card number 10, the 3 sisters. This is like the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the 10 of crystals. Oh my gosh. See, I knew you're almost there. Man. And then we have the 3 of crystals, and this is perfect alignment. Look how the 3 sisters and the 3 of crystals, they're both in the same, it's almost like the 3, whatever this is inside here. Man, you got your shit together, Gemini. I want to read about the 3 sisters though. All right, 3 sisters, card number 10. All right. So Gemini, the 3 sisters are fate. And fate is a tricky thing. The 3 sisters do not simply know our destiny, they actively weave our fortunes as they provide glimpses of the past and future. The power of prophecy is immense. It defies natural law. It travels through time and space, forever changing the fabric of existence. Wow, and you have the oracle right here. Gemini, this is so cool. Ooh, so very cool. All right, let's get some green man wisdom for you, Gemini. You have honeysuckle too. You did see me shuffle, right? All right, honeysuckle. All right, so some sweetness lies ahead, Gemini. I'm just gonna skim over the honeysuckle in case you're watching the replay and didn't hear it with Cancer. All right, Gemini. Green man wisdom. Wisdom hides in secret places. It's all over here. The ancients often saw wisdom as hidden or secret, accessible only by the initiate rather than the ordinary man or woman. Honeysuckle in a reading suggests that a wealth of meaning lies hidden, ready to be uncovered and explored. And that is what you are doing. You're totally doing that, Gemini. Wow, this is really cool. All right, Gemini, that is your message. I see people saying, hi, Elaine. Is Elaine here? Elaine Rose. Yes, you are. Man, that Gemini, that was really, really cool. Hopefully a Gemini will actually watch that. I don't really get a lot of Geminis that watch my readings. Okay. Yeah, try to beat Pisces, try to beat Gemini's reading. I bet you can't. All right, Pisces. We are in Pisces season. All right, Pisces. All right, timestamp for Pisces 1/17/12. All right, Pisces. So what nutrients are feeding your roots? Where are you? And where are you branching out to? Ariel, it's another girl? Oh no! All right, nutrients. Where you are and where are you branching out to, Pisces? All right, what you feeding on? Okay, 6 of metals. Okay, you're taking off somewhere. I almost get like a divide and conquer kind of feeling with this, but there's definite movement here. So you're trying to get something to take off. And then we have the Fawn, the Knight of Trees. We're going to read this one. And we have Odin again. No, Pisces. Oh my gosh. So Pisces, you're doing something similar, but not exactly the same as Gemini. You are making sacrifices, and I think these sacrifices are related to where you're trying to go with something. But and it has been this long journey, because look, it has been a long journey, and the sacrifices that you have made are worth it. But I think we need to read the Knight of Trees, because I always get I don't know why this card confuses me. It's the Knight of Trees, which is like the Knight of Wands, which is like mega inspiration. But the fawn, the word fawn here, it makes me think of like Alvin or like nature spirits or something. It's Beck. Hey, Beck. All right, we're looking at Knight of Trees. Where's my Knight of Trees here? Okay. So the Knight of Trees is Ribald, sexy stranger, wanderer, foreigner. A trip is on the horizon. Oh, that's the Six of Metals. Okay. Plato's dark horse. Enjoy sensual pleasures, food, drink, innocent mischief, pleasures of the flesh. Expansive consciousness through material experiences. Expansive consciousness through material experiences. Okay, so these material experiences, Pisces, are like, I feel like those material experiences that are expanding your consciousness are acts of sacrifice in some form or another. All right, so where are you? So you're in a really good place here. This is the world. This is the world card. But I don't know what Damballa is. What is Damballa? I mean, this feels very, very balanced, Pisces. And it could just be like you being in your element because this is Pisces season. But I do want to read, I don't know who Damballa is. Oh, wow. Okay, Pisces. Damballa is birth. The birth of this reality was the product of an act of love. Damballa and Ida Wedo, the serpent and the rainbow, came together to create a new world, a new dimension, a new universe. This is the infinite spiral of the multiverse, the intertwined ribbons of our DNA, the spiral stacked solar system, and the multiple dimensions penetrating and self-creating new levels of existence. Damballa brings expansion. Wow. That is so cool, Pisces. Okay, so yeah, yours is just as cool as Gemini's reading. All right, so what you gonna branch out? What you gonna branch out to with all that? Oh, sweet. You got Lilith. Check it out. You got Lilith, Pisces. And you have Oracle, just like Gemini. What are y'all doing together? And then you have Master of Crystals, Midas. Oh dear. Look, Midas, everything you touch turns to gold. Like whatever you're doing, whatever these sacrifices are that you've made, Pisces, it is so worth it. It is so worth it. You are going in the right direction. You are in a very, very, very good place right now. And you will have success just with this Master of Crystals, this Midas card. And it is very, there are there's a branch right here for the Oracle. This is new. This is a new type of spirituality. It's like, it's not the old shit. This is new stuff you're tapping into, Pisces. And I want to read just a little bit about Lilith here, just to see what that branch is about. I'm all excited about this, Pisces. All right, Lilith, it's card number 2. Is that the Empress? No, it's the High Priestess. Holy shit. Pisces, so you got the High Priestess, and you have this Oracle card. Man, you're leveling up, Pisces. All right, Lilith is truth. We have forgotten our origins. We have become ignorant to our own story. We have been disconnected from the full miracle of our existence, and we've been tricked into believing we are limited, frail, and alone. But Lilith knows. Lilith remembers. Wow. Hold on. So when Lilith appears in a reading, it's time to embrace the spiritual mysteries of our creation. This knowledge comes from esoteric studies, meditation, books, dreams, but most of this insight is stored within our DNA. And that's the second time we got a message about DNA, and look how Lilith is like the snake, and the snake has such mother energy, right? But it's like this spine, this whole spine just glowing. It's like, it's so cool. All right, Pisces, let's get your green man wisdom. You got gooseberry bumps. That's crazy. This is so good. So I think Virgo's last. It's like I don't know if Virgo can be this cool. Pisces and Gemini, man. Whew. Watch Virgos be like, just sit down and be quiet. You're done. Go back in hermit mode. No. All right, Pisces. Green man wisdom. You have gooseberry. Oh my gosh, Kirsty, how did you know? You got it right, Kirsty. Gooseberry. All right. See, Kirsty's tapping into this Pisces psychic energy. All right, Pisces. Your green man wisdom is the ancestors walked the way before you. Man, that's what Lilith was talking about too. Ancestral wisdom embraces the most profound levels of knowledge and lore available to us. Ancestors are not the only people from whom we are descended, but also the primal parents from all humanity derives. This card indicates that you have the right to draw on the collective wisdom of those who have walked the path before you. Super duper awesome, Pisces. All right. All right. Who is next? It's Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, you're up. Do you have Pisces? Do you have Pisces in your chart, Ariel? You got snow, Holly? No. I want some snow. I think it's going to be like 80 degrees here. So kind of brooding a little bit. All right, timestamp, Capricorn, 1/28/17. I need water. All right, Capricorn. What are the nutrients for your roots? Where are you right now? And how are you going to branch out? What branches are growing? Capricorn. Gosh, I feel like I need to be quiet for Capricorn. Why is that? That's okay. My voice is pretty quiet. All right, roots. Where you are and branching out. So we have the 5 of crystals, and this feels inverted somehow. What? Here's the image. Something doesn't feel right about this energy. And then we have Berserker. So we've got super movement here. Because this is the Chariot card. And it's like movement without hesitation. I don't know about this. Oh, wow. Okay, so you have one of metals. This is the Ace of Swords. This is the Sword of Truth. This is like the pure concentrated energy of the suit of like swords or air. So Capricorn, there is something that you know that you know, like you know it to be true. And it's like fueling this really intense movement that you're trying to channel upwards into your tree here. But I need more information on this 5 of crystals because it feels inverted. Like, I don't know, something about opposite, but it also kind of like reminds me of, I don't know if you can see here, but it kind of reminds me of like one of those windmills, like where like those huge windmills that, you know, generate electricity from the wind. Kelly, we're on Capricorn. And I don't know. There's something I'm just gonna get. I haven't had to do this before, but I want to get a clarifier on this 5 of crystals. What is this 5 of crystals for Capricorn? So we have King of Wands and the Fool. Okay, it's knowing when to go or not go. Okay, it's just part of this discernment of the sort. Okay, I got it. Okay, so the inverted, you know, I was seeing it kind of like something inverted. It's just kind of like knowing when to go, when to not go, you know, and it's this truth, there's some kind of energy of truth that you are totally pulling up into your tree so that you have an excellent like knowledge or knowing, I guess, knowing of when to use this full energy and when to back off. Which is very smart of you. I'm very smart of you. So where are you? You have the one or the Ace of Crystals here, and this is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is something like you're feeling this new energy, like this, like something. There is something that you want to start, and you're just itching. You're itching to go forth with it. So I'm curious to see how you branch out. So you have, oh good. So you have Master of Crystals here, and this is the Midas card, which is, you know, Midas, everything you touch turns to gold kind of thing. Now there is an element of caution with this Midas card because you don't want to touch, like you don't want everything to be gold, right? Like you don't want your food to be gold because then you can't eat it. Although I guess there are edible gold flakes. It's like, yeah, you don't want to touch your food because then all you can have is Goldschlager. That's a terrible diet. So we have 10 of Moons here. This is happy, happy, happy. And you know what? Not only is this good stuff, it's like the 10 of Cups, right? It's it's being happy, it's being fulfilled, but the way that like it's being happy no matter what. And I'm getting no matter what just from every single like cycle of the moon, right? It's like no longer depending on the season or the cycle of the moon to no longer letting your happiness depend on that because you have the Midas touch. You're able to create your own happiness. You're not dependent on other things. And here we have the 7 of Moons. And to me, these are just all the options that you're going to be able to explore because you have the Midas touch, because you have this ability to find satisfaction even when it's like the energies are not ideal, right? And these are just lots of options here. Very cool. Very cool, Capricorn. All right, let's get some green man wisdom. All right. Oh, am I mixing these wrong? Like a big dummy? Let me see. Good? Okay. All right. Green man wisdom for Capricorn. Oh, you have the gorse also. Okay. Capricorn. And I love that face in it. He's like, surprise. Surprise, you found me. All right, gorse. Let's read about that for Capricorn. All right, so the green man wisdom here is fertility wakes a fire in the mind. This refers not only to Earth's fertility or that of humans and animals, but also to the mind's productiveness. For the green man suggests that the richness of human imagination, oh, maybe that's your Midas touch, the richness of your imagination awakens a fire in the mind. The fertility of the earth and human inspiration are linked in other ways. Many of our most inspired moments take place in landscapes dear to us. Gorse's vitality and energy link it with the strength of life itself in all aspects. That's so cool. Cool. All right, Capricorn, this is your message. Can't believe you made me get clarifiers out. All right. Boom, exactly. Oh, something huge is happening, Suze? That's awesome. Well, I hope it's awesome. I don't know that it's awesome. I hope it's a good, huge. All right, who is next? Sagittarius. Next, we have the Galactic Center. All right, Sagittarius. Ooh. You're itchy and excited and nervous. I know that feeling. All right, Sagittarius. Ooh, I feel like I need extra shuffles for this. Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. Timestamp for Sagittarius is 1:38:35. All right. What's feeding your roots? Where are you? Where are you branching out? Saggi's your rising, Elaine? I think Saggi's my rising too. I'm curious. Roots, where you're at. Branching out. All right, so what are the nutrients here? Oh, sweet. So we have Ladies of Metals, and this is Hugin and Munnin. These are Odin's crows. I like it. This is thought and memory. Oh, and we have 9 of crystals. Oh, weird. Every time this card has come out previously, it's been in the where you're at section, but Sagittarius is actually channeling it. So channeling the energy of branching out. That is interesting. And then we have Six of Moons. Now, I really like this here because this is, it's kind of like, it's the Six of Cups, right? But it's not Six of Cups energy. It's more like, I don't know, I just get that Pee Wee Herman, connect the dots, la la, like everything is like great. You know what I mean? Like you're connecting the dots, things are progressing, everything's going smoothly. It's like you're kind of like connected, like this, it's this energy of connecting the dots, like for the well-being of you. You know what I mean? So let's read on. I want to read on the Odin's birds here. All right, ladies of metals. All right, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Is it Munin or Munin? Huggin and Munin, Huggin and Munin? Or I could just say it like Russell does, Huggin and Fuggin. All right. Thought and memory. Huggin and Munin are Odin's crows. They are his eyes flying out over the world, experiencing and reporting back to the wandering god. Favorite daughters, adored and cherished, cosmic observers, analysts, balanced, perfect thought, powers of divination, language, symbol, psychic communication, data from other worlds. Wow, that's really cool stuff. That's really cool stuff. I personally do resonate with that. Let's see here. Where are you, Sagittarius? 10 of crystals. Okay. That explains, because see, I was kind of confused why we would be, like Sagittarius would be channeling this energy of branching out, because you're ready. Sagittarius, you're ready. It's the 10 of crystals. You're ready. You're done. You've actually soaked this energy up. You've processed the nutrients. It's ready to, it's time to branch out here. And you are branching out with this 5 of crystals. Two of metals. And that's this discernment to know when to stop and when to go, like that whole reversey type energy. And then we have 3 of trees. So Sagittarius, this 3 of trees here, this is like when things go very, very well. This is like being able to see success before it even happens. And it would make sense that you are going to kind of be able to do this because of this Ladies of Metals card here, this energy that you've been kind of saturating yourself with. And that's really cool because it can only help with your discernment. You can make decisions. You can make a decision whether you have a blindfold on or not, you know? Very cool. I feel like, I mean, it's like the era, like you're going and you're ready. And it seems real positive. All right. So Sagittarius, let's get you some Green Man wisdom. Green Man wisdom for Sagittarius. This is a new one. Spindle. What? I haven't seen this one before. It's the spindle tree. And look how this almost looks like it is the Green Man. Look, you see his little face? He's like hiding, like he's got this over. Anyways, that's the image. Let's read about the spindle tree. Spindle. Oops, did I skip it? Here we go. All right. Excuse me. Spindle, green man wisdom. Destiny moves us to do great things. Our destiny is not fixed or unalterable, nor is it already woven into a picture. Like this spinning spider whose long supporting threads create the web's shape, we also need to discover the framework of our lives. When we have learned to find and follow the thread of our destiny, we can begin weaving around the supporting threads of our life story. To understand the nature of our destiny, we can observe our life's work and experience our aims, gifts, and desires. Our greatest achievements have come about when the thread shaped itself without our thinking about it. And see, that's like being able to see this without, like, whether you have the blindfold or not, because these are swords. It's like not thinking about it. You just know. The wisdom of the green man encourages us to follow our deepest desires in order that our destiny can reveal itself in the outer world. That is so cool. I like that, Sagittarius. I like that. All right, who is next? Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. I think after Aquarius is Virgo, and then we're done. Right? Permission granted. I really like how throughout all of these readings, there's a lot of like cool discernment energy being used, and a lot of like kind of positive ventures, like overall, like the general collective, it seems like, I don't know, it just seems like things like are going to be looking up, as long as we don't get too bogged down in the, is there going to be a storm energy, All right. Aquarius timestamp 1:47:36. All right, Aquarius. The nutrients for your roots. Where are you? And how are you going to branch out? What branches are you growing? All right. All right, Aqua. Roots. Are you in the branches? All right, so what nutrient? Oh my gosh, so cool. You have Persephone. Look at you, Aquarius. So you have Persephone, and I love how intense this looks. It's like a big energy. It is the equivalent of the Hermit card, and we are going to read this one. What? We have Master of Metals. It's the Merlin card. Wow. That's cool too. What are you up to, Aquarius? So you have Persephone and Merlin here. And then we have, again, with the Five of Crystals. So you too, Aquarius, you also are channeling this energy of knowing when to stop, when to go, what's, like using that knowing. And this Master of Metals, this Merlin, that's to me, it reminds me of like the Magician card, where you have everything that you need, And it's just I don't know, it's something about either opening up to it or allowing it to flow, right? So let's read about Persephone here. It's number 9, so that's Hermity. All right. So Persephone is solitude. So much of modern life is entrenched in obscene levels of codependence. We find ourselves in an echo chamber of directionless noise that does little else but confuse and distract. This noise separates us from ourselves, the natural rhythms of our bodies, our spirits, and the cycles of the natural world. We are not always supposed to be on. We're not always supposed to be stimulated and entertained and titillated and engaged. And it's unnatural to rely so much on the approval and encouragement of others. We have forgotten how to be alone without being lonely. But Persephone reminds us how. When Persephone appears in a reading, it's time to embrace the change of season, literally or figuratively, and take some quiet time for yourself. Separate from the stimuli from the outside world, turn off your electronic devices, start receiving self care, nourishment, rest. Eat that food, sleep, let the rhythms of your life slow down. Abandon the to do list and stop trying to be productive or perfect or pleasant. Just be. That is really cool. To me, that is such a much needed energy for a lot of people. And Aquarius, I think you're kind of ahead of the game here already, using that as nutrient for yourself, because when you use that energy, in the roots of your tree, it's like it just fortifies this Merlin energy within you, this magician energy within you, knowing that, like, just being rested and not distracted so much. It's like you start to notice, like, all the things at your disposal that are just which in turn, it makes it a lot easier to decide stop, go, yes, no kind of stuff. All right, so where are you right now? We have Mistress of Metals, and this is the Nemesis card. This card has come out a few times. And in case you didn't hear me reading about this card before, we're just gonna give you a quick little synopsis of the Nemesis. Mistress of Metals. Okay. So, the Mistress of Metals, the Nemesis, is the karmic debt collector. She flies on black wings to repossess that which has been taken. The bill always comes due. X-ray vision, her powers of judgment are objectively perfect. She is the expert assassin that brings poetic justice. She rights wrongs. She gets justice for those that can't get it for themselves. And this is super... To me, this feels like Queen of Swordsy right here. Like, this is like the ultimate in discernment. It's like because you were able to channel this and get some of this rest and eliminate some of these distractions from your life, you do have this sense of discernment. I think it's so cool how discernment is coming through in a lot of these readings. So how are you going to branch out with this new outlook here? Oh, wow. So you have, who is this? We have Gabriel. This is the magician. No way. So you channel this Merlin energy, right? You absorb this Merlin energy as one of your nutrients, and then you get the magician card, which is Gabriel. That is so cool. Aquarius. And then you have 3 of Moons. This is that bowling ball, right? This is that bowling ball where you're going. There's movement. You're rolling in the right direction, right? And then, oh my gosh, the Two of Metals, the discernment card again. Wow, that is so cool. Man, I feel like a lot of these signs are very, very connected with each other. Very cool. Let's read. I want to read on the Gabriel card just to see if there's anything else in there that you might need to know, Aquarius. Okay. Oh, this is good already. Okay. Gabriel is magic. If you look closely within creation, you'll notice an almost imperceptible hieroglyph hidden within the elegant pattern of word and number. It's Gabriel's signature, the first angel. Gabriel is the original magician. He can create form out of void, harnessing the purest power of manifestation in the multiverse, the word. I'm getting goosebumps right now, just saying. When Gabriel comes into a reading, the adage of be careful what you wish for takes on new significance. The power of the spoken and written word is particularly potent at this time. What you say, write, and even think has the potential to materialize before your eyes. This is your moment to make a mark that will resonate through space and time. Holy guacamole. Aquarius. Woo. You're speaking to an Aquarius right now who looks like Merlin. That's pretty cool. All right, Green Man Wisdom for Aquarius. Green Man Wisdom for Aquarius. Okay, one more shuffle. All right. Oh, honeysuckle, you get sweetness. You get this sweetness too. Right on, Aquarius. Man, you're getting like the best of everything here. So cool. All right, honeysuckle for Aquarius. I don't usually talk this much. All right, honeysuckle. Here it is. All right, the Green Man wisdom is that wisdom hides in secret places. The ancients often saw wisdom as hidden or secret, accessible only by the initiate rather than the ordinary man or woman. Well, that's very Merlin-y. This notion came from a desire to preserve the power of the mysteries, the point of divine interaction with the everyday world. Their true nature was known to all, but the practices and rituals flowing out of the teachings of the gods were kept hidden, for to make them available to all would have diluted their powers. So, honeysuckle in a reading suggests that a wealth of meaning lies hidden, ready to be uncovered and explored. And Aquarius, I feel like that's what you're doing. But you're doing with this awesome level of discernment. So cool. All right. Aquarius, we got one more to do, and that's Virgo. Oh yeah, I could tell you the deck names. So this one here with the trees is the Spirit of Nature Oracle, and it's by John Matthews. Really cool. There's not a lot of cards though. It's a very thin deck, but each one has like there's like 2.5 pages of stuff. Like I only read like a tiny portion of what the information in there, and they go on about the Celtic Ogham letters and stuff like that too. And then the other deck is Totem. It's called Totem, and I am just so in love with this deck right now. I don't know. I love it. I'm using it in my next series too. I don't know who it's by though. Here's the box. It just says Totem. All right. So Aquarius is done. All right, Virgo. All right, Virgo time. Let me shuffle. I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna back out just a little bit so that I don't read for myself. I'm reading for all Virgo, not just me. Oh, you do, Tony? I don't know much about the alphabet, but I am willing to learn. All right, Virgo. So Virgo, the nutrients for your roots. Where are you now? And how are you going to branch out? Not taking pop-outs, but if you care, you got Lilith. All right, Virgo. Roots, where you are now, and your branches. Let's make these straight for Virgo. Oh, timestamp. 20216. We'll say 202 even because I was shuffling. If I do 202 even, that's 22. That's the 2-2 for Virgo. All right, energy, Virgo. Check it out. We have the One of Trees. So the One of Trees, look, this is Virgo. This is you soaking up this energy into your tree so that you can branch out. It's like you're literally channeling the energy, using this energy of like what I'm reading about to branch out here. And the trees, these are wands. This is inspiration here. This is mega inspiration. And then, oh, Virgo, you have the Three Sisters too. Check it out. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is fate. This is destiny. And then we have, oh, I love this card. The Seven of Trees. This is also there's also this discernment in this card. Like I was saying before, it's like the road to inspiration here, Virgo. It's like it's a little windy. It's not a linear thing, because like you go in a direction and you either come to these choice points or you come to what appear to be obstacles or forks in the road, and it's like whatever you choose, it kind of like you can detour a little bit, but like just look at the brightness of the tree branches here. It's like they're so bright and they're so bold that even if you stray a little bit, let's say you make a wrong choice, right? It doesn't matter. You can still sense the direction of where you're supposed to go. That I really like. So we're gonna read about the Three Sisters, Virgo. That's card number 10. All right, the three sisters are fate, and fate is a tricky thing. The three sisters do not simply know our destiny, they actively weave our fortunes as they provide glimpses of the past and future. See, and those glimpses, that's like the brightness of the path, right? Let's see. Complicating and confusing what appears to be otherwise linear. I was just talking about linear. That's so cool. Otherwise linear plot of human existence. The power of prophecy is immense. It defies natural law. It travels through time and space, forever changing the fabric of existence. This is not an energy to be taken lightly or played with by anyone less than an expert. The karmic reverb on an abuse of this power cannot be overstated. This is serious stuff here, Virgo. Serious stuff. When the three sisters show up in a reading, you are at the precipice of a tremendous, life-altering experience, a moment when the threads of the fabric of destiny converge into a single point, revealing the grand design of your life's purpose in a singular moment. This is serendipity. This is confluence. This is fate. The three sisters urge us to look for the signs and signals from the universe. When this card appears in a reading, it's imperative that you follow the yellow brick road, chase the white rabbit into the tree trunk, go on the adventure, embrace your destiny, rise to the occasion, take advantage of this shining, singular moment. Oh my gosh, Virgo. I need a drink of water on that one. All right, so where are you, Virgo? Please don't say down in a hole. Oh, the alchemist. What is this? So, Virgo, I feel like we are blending. There's blending. We're blending something together here. So what are you blending? I think you're blending all of this together, actually. It's weird. It's like you're pulling in all these energies into your roots, these nutrients into your roots, and then you're kind of like you're alchemizing them into something. You're going to make something else out of it, Virgo. You're going to make something else out of this, and you're going to take off with it. So what do we have here? We have the Two of Trees. And see, this is like opening the gateway here. I do think it's pretty cool that it does kind of look like antlers here, but it's like opening the gateway, and right here it's like you've got like these two ghost moons right here. Like this is the entry point. That's like you're creating some kind of entry point, Virgo. Whoa, Medusa. So we have the Mistress of Moons here, Medusa. Oh my gosh, Virgo, this is like shining your light in the darkness. Wow. This is totally shining your light in the darkness, because this looks like one of those, like, I don't know if it's like a fish or a squid or what, where they live deep, dark, in the deep, dark waters, and they have like these natural biolights. I don't know what it's called, like something luminescence, bioluminescence or something. Huh. It's interesting. We're going to read on that. Holy guacamole. Virgo, what are you doing here? So we have Amun Ra. This is Amun and Ra coming together to make something powerful. I mean, this is like isn't Amun like is that the sun god or something? I should know this. I do Egyptian zodiac, but I don't remember. So we're going to read both. Haha, we're going to read both. Is it Holly? Is it bioluminescence? Yeah, it's kind of like it's a jellyfish. It looks like a jellyfish, Kathy. All right, let's read about the Mistress of Moons, this Medusa. Mistress of Moons. All right, the Medusa floats through the darkest waters as though through space. She glows luminescent, ancient, and unchanged. She is suspended between worlds. The Virgo Bridge. Psychic information ebbs and flows through her. Empath, therapist, counselor. Wow. This is the Virgo Bridge. This is the Virgo Bridge between the depths of the darkest depths of waters to the darkest depths of like space. Oh my gosh. It's like linking the shadows to the cosmos. This is so cool. All right, and let's look at this. This is a major arcana, so we have to read that one too. I'm kind of in awe here. What is it, 19? 19, that's the sun, right? Yeah, because 18 is the moon, 19 is the sun. So, I mean, it should end well, Virgo. I hope so. Why can I not find it? Here we go. All right, Amun-Ra is creation, the motive intelligence of the sun. Amun-Ra is the generative, sustaining force of the universe. All life exists because of the sun, and the sun is Amun-Ra. What is that? I don't even know that word. Amun-Ra has restless solar genes, always wanting to permeate, discover, experience, evolve, and make something new. That's the alchemist, make something new. Amun-Ra creates and sustains life. He creates abundance and warmth and health and all of the good things in life. We exist, we eat, we thrive because of the transformative rays of the sun. And where there is sun and life, there is also civilization, culture, art, enlightenment. Where there is sun, there is peace and wellness. When Amun-Ra appears in a reading, the metamorphic rays of sunlight are going to hit every area of your life, enhancing your health, appearance, career, relationships, especially your creative projects. So, what will you do with this upgrade? With all of these amazing resources? What will you do with this boost of energy? Wow. That's pretty darn cool there, Virgo. Let's get you some green man wisdom. Oh, thank you, Twitty. All right, green man wisdom, Virgo. Virgo needs some green man wisdom. What is Virgo's tree? Ash. No. Look at you, Virgo. You get ash. And that's funny. Holly, you just talked about touched by the sun. It's like the sun is fire. And it's like that whole making ash of the old, you can create the new kind of thing. All right, so what does Virgo need to know about this ash tree? What is the green man wisdom? Tick, 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 tick. All right, Virgo. So the green man wisdom here is strength grows from deep roots. Yeah, it does. All right. Strength comes in many forms and is often wrongly confused with power. That is so true. It can also allude to endurance, the ability to survive in the face of seemingly unsurmountable odds. one of the most powerful characteristics of humanity, strength endlessly represents itself in the darker pages of our history and is often exhibited in the desire to protect a piece of land or to die for the needs of one's country. Such feelings arise from a sense of rootedness, of belonging to a particular place. Let's see. Growth is another aspect of strength, since without inner resources, we may cease to grow and find ourselves weak. Whatever you may be looking for, Ash appearing in a reading instructs you to consult your roots and to be sure of your inner direction before you act. That's pretty interesting that it says to consult your roots because, I mean, look, you've got all of this energy coming into your roots. It's like right on track, Virgo. If it doesn't feel like it, you're on track. You're on track. All right, that's it for Virgo. We are done. We went through all signs. We did the tree readings, got some green man wisdom. We saw a common thread of discernment throughout all the readings, and that Poseidon card showed up a lot too. That whole remaining calm, even if kind of like a storm is coming in. So that was an interesting trend there. All right. Well, this was super duper fun. I'm glad I did this. I really like these readings, and there's something about, I don't know, there's something about this deck that really, it kind of like, it gets right to the point, but it's, I like them kind of like the kind of mystical quality it has, just like even the way the pictures are just kind of glowing in the darkness, you know. But I thank all of y'all for being here. Yeehaw, we had fun. Thank you, Twitty, for keeping the timestamps. And I guess I will, y'all have a really good rest of your Sunday. And I will see you next time. And thank you for embracing your inner mystic. All right, we'll see you later, y'all. Bye.